iDiskiTimes, now available in stores around the country for only R3.50.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Sudan 2, Bafana Bafana 0. African Cup of Nations qualifier. Bafana Bafana will not be playing in the African Cup of Nations in Cameroon in 2022 in January. Bafana Bafana will not be playing in the African Cup of Nations in 2022 in January. Sometimes we have an obscured idea of who we are. We think we're the best on the continent. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be part of the best 32 or 24, whichever number is required to go to the final tournament. Tso Vilakazi spoke to us in his video on Thursday, and he made a point about our calculations. It was funny then, it's no longer funny now. His point was that if you fail to apply yourself against the weakest Ghana you will ever play, and you are playing at home, your logic is that you're going to go to Sudan and win? Here you are then. Congratulations, you played yourself. Tso Vilakazi, highest ever goal scorer in the history of Orlando Pirates, one of the best to ever do it. So, make sense of what we saw today.
Kuleyo ngicela ngibolisa wena mfethu. Ngibolise uJustice, ngibolise uSelimathunzi, ngibolise uJunior Khanya. I think mhlambe nkuleko yangizwa ngendlela engikhuluma ngayo ukuthi you know, sometimes it's bigger kuma position that we're not supposed to put ourselves kuwo. Inhliziyo zethu zibhlungu manje, but we knew, you know, khona lento lebayibiza ngokuthi you must listen to your instinct. Mayikutshela ukuthi this is not going to happen. Thathe lokhu accept. Kungathi masekwenzakala then you get disappointed inhliziyo ebhlungu, because right now inhliziyo zethu zibhlungu. Myself ngishilo on Thursday ngathi mina, it's impossible that you can plan a draw at home and expect to go away and win. Ngishilo leyo, but here I am sad. Why? Smile, because I knew it's not gonna happen. You are getting kulego. It's you know, sometimes when we talk about football, hope our people they will kulego. I said it, when you go and play away, it's not easy. When you go and play away, it's not easy. We are not at home. So the only advantage that you've got is when we are at home. So if you cannot win at home, how do we expect you to go out and win? I've played. We went away so hard. It's not, you can ask the players, manje, they will tell you it was not easy in that field of play. It was not easy changing room. It was not easy hotel. Mind you, you're gonna play a game. You are in a foreign country. Those people are giving you food. What comes to your mind? You know, those are the things that our people, they need to understand. When we say going away is not easy, they need to understand and they must take it. I'm very, very disappointed in Kulego with our coach, the whole technical team. I'm very disappointed. Kulego, we had a very weak Ghana. Ever seen Ghana like this? Yeah. Ever. Since I was born, I've never seen Ghana in weak Ghana. We couldn't take an advantage of Ghana. The way we were working on, we plan to play a draw against Ghana, and then we tell ourselves that we're gonna go to Sudan and win. When we talk, Moses Kulumage as Amadot, do you think when Indot is Okshala Wakendlin? Angege ungakhipha yonke into nayo endlini ukudefend umuzi wakho. That's what Sudan did. Sudan, they've planned for us. They knew okay, laba ama fullbacks wabo, they go up, and the new guys lapana pambili, we're gonna play ama bola behind the defense and then run at them. Because if you check la pambili, beba nga chase bese move. Only our players, attacking players, besibona bomushishi now uyamaka wenza itekile lana. Uzibuza ukuthi if umshishi usuke lapana as a front three, sakaya maka la emidlini, who's there? You know, Gulego, it's very important as a coach to watch our opponents, study them in details, don't miss anything, because in the field of play you're gonna be exposed. Today we're exposed like an amateur. Look at the changes like awenzayo. Udlale ufaka as a top man. Ishoti idlana ngingwenye zingaka. You expect Utawu to get the ball and turn in the combination play. Angeke kwenzakala. Beka ungamthatha Utawu uye nakuphi nakuphi. As long as uzombeka lapha, he's not going to give you anything. And ngishilo ngathi mina, today Utawu is out because of the way ucoach afuna dlala ngakhona. He's not going to give us anything. The worst scenario was supposed to put Mabuya lapha. Because Mabuya is used to play, he's got that blood of being a striker because he was a striker before. So he's used to push around with the defenders. And then Utawu on the side, no Luda Lapaya. Angazwa abakhiphile. Obakhiphile wazifakela uHlanti, wazifakela uKamaldini, wazifakela uBanu Frosla, wazifakela uKutumela. Okay. When you look at now let's look at players. You're taking out this one. Ufakalo. What change are you bringing in the team? I don't know, maybe something wrong or maybe I'm against the coach or what. But it's not the first time in complaining. Even that time when we had our friendlies against Namibia and Zambia, I said it, we're gonna play our qualifying games. Yeah. Where's your core?
I remember that.
Where's your core? Because you need to plan around your core to say, this is my time again to say, guys, this is how we're gonna play. Guys, when you play our qualifying games, this is how we're gonna play. Banban, this is what I expect from you. You play that core. Uzewena nenye 11 in Namibia. Whether nenye 11 in Zambia. Wabuya na wasuza ulandi Ghana usanenye 11 against Ghana. Uya kulego angeke yazi kulego uthatha ama shortcut. There's two things. A shortcut yakho uzoyithatha kanti ne bridge, le bridge leyana basayilungisa laphana udilwe traffic. Shortcut. There's always something engekho right the shortcut. That's why in football they always say if you miss stages of development, there's no way you're gonna make it lapaya. You can't all the players abazocheka no mina ngizange ngiye ku development nanani but ngu PSL, then we besiyambuza ukuthi okay, in that PSL what are you doing? Yip lento special ngayo that you saying yes I'm better than the players that are good development. As you saying when ukuthi azange kuleko akuthatha ama chance ku football. That's why ifana nesikolo angeke ukuthi usuke ku grade 1 bese ku grade 12 bese expect ukuthola ama distinction. Angeke hayi abantu mangabe isikolo sinjalo then namo abantwana bami ngahlala nabendlini bakhulu but babade 18 bayenze matric if that's the case. But now because of step by step umntwana omncane ekhaya angeke azavele athi makavela bese ayakhuluma yawoka angeke. Step by step mina qalalale ngesisu uqala umbalance akhona ukuzama ukuyihlalela sebenzisa step by step. That's how we should do nathi like South Africa in football yethu. But now as I'm hitting the coach Bafana Bafana, I'm hitting also our teams like South Africa. Ngizokubonisa another thing. Pirates won in 2096. Champions League 95 and then 96 we won the Africa Cup of Nations. Njela, how many players were there at the Pirates that they won? About 8 of them. Chiefs were on top of their game. Sundowns, Daniel Mudau, they were there. It tells you Uguti, if we do everything right, we're not gonna miss anything. But now the problem is siyachamba nkuleko useqala sifaka mhlawumbe udlale kanda 17 and then asakubona kanda 20 asakubona kanda 23 sesikubona ku senior team, then we saying now he's our key player. Gulego, where were you go under 20? Where were you go under 23? So it tells you Goguti, kuna ma stage wa champile, and those stages that were champai, you are our coaster today that you can't qualify. Tina, you know, I was angry and mad when I heard Umama Duque was at Ivory Coast. Sure. When he said the only time South Africa will play these major tournaments is when they will host. But by playing to qualify, they're not gonna do that. So now, look at us today. So, Millicent, especially La Payana, so they might daughter ASI host, HGC host January, and then we're gonna play. So it means something is wrong with us. So from Timin, development, 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 and development.
Yeah. Last one. I mean, in these videos, I'm literally just gonna allow you guys to say what you need to say because we're not gonna dwell on matches. We give people match reviews here. Some of them they listen, some of them they don't listen. At the end of the day, almost all the time, you guys are proven right. Whether it's in the league, whether it's who's gonna win the league, most of the time you're proven right, one way or the other. And it's not about trying to be right, actually, because, I mean, I'm hurt. You hurt. Everyone is sad here. The coach is going to be fired based on the past. You don't qualify for a major tournament, you get fired. Obviously, also, national trend, the National Association never resign. Egypt, they failed to qualify for the 2010 World Cup. After winning 3 consecutive African Cup of Nations, 2006, 2008, 2010, they failed to qualify for the World Cup, and I think there was an AFCON that they missed, and then they fired everyone. The national team, they only played under 23s at the national team level. That's where you saw the rise of Mohamed El Neni, Mohamed Salah, Trezeguet, you know, Anwar El Ghazi, most of the players that are playing now in the English Premier League. It never happens in our country. We have the same administrators for years and years and years. I guess where I'm going with this is, what's the next step now? I've already paved the way for you to say that we'll probably lose the coach, and we should, and he was never supposed to be there in the first place. No disrespect, he's not the best coach in this country. Where do we go from here?
Let's fire the one who appointed the coach.
That's the thing.
Because it means you're gonna employ another coach that is gonna make the very same mistake again.
Gonna make another mistake.
So it means the problem is you, not the coach, because you pointed the coach to say, Baba, now you know, sometimes it's hard, but we just need to go to CBA in Kulumu Jongbinjalo. Gulego doesn't mean you've been in the game for 30 years. It means you still have the very same taste, like me in that 20. Football has grown up, football has changed. A lot of dynamics are there. A lot of knowledge is there now. Yes, you've got an experience. When I need help, some advice, I'll go to you. Now you need to give me a chance to lead. Because for me, be a leader is because you are giving me that opportunity to be a leader. But if you don't want to give me an opportunity to be a leader, you want to lead when I don't know until when and that's why football doesn't go anywhere. Look, I appreciate and I'm where I am because of the very same people, né? But I think it's time that they need to give the young ones a chance. You are a father to me. I'm not saying Uguti Mangabe, I'm coming in your shoes. It means Uguti, you are no more a father to me. You are a father to me because I will come to you and say, Timer, ukoneganjani to last for 30 years. I will use your experience and what I've got now because of how football has changed, how football has grown. Those are the things that La Ekaya sees understand. Akungabi ne gap between ama-bosses wethu and I would say coaches or ex-players. You know, we need to work together because at the end of the day, they're running our football. We we are the football people. So if kuna gap between ama-bosses wethu and nathi la as coaches, who's going to close that gap? So that gap le manje zoloko iso, then our football will always be lapha ningabonakala engacaci ukuthi yenzani. So I'm pleading to everyone, let's work together. Our bosses, they also need our help. We need also their help because they've been in the game for a long time. They've been officing. So we will come to them and say, Timer, when sifaka coach Clive Parker as a South African coach, how was the situation? How our teams bewadlala kanjani beperformiwa kanjani league, how was our league balance kangana, all those things we'll get from them, and then we're saying, okay, look, our league iperforma kanjani now. No, we've got only Sundowns as Tatila league. It means something is wrong. Then that's when we say, as coaches, where do we think we can put our hands La Payana so that we can help our football in South Africa? Then we go say, okay, development La Payana, let's get good coaches, and then we work together.
All right, thank you so much. So, yeah, that was that. Bafana Bafana losing to Sudan. These guys kind of expected it, but it's one of those weird things where even though you predicted something is going to happen, you can't be happy because it affects you negatively as well. So it's always not going to be running around celebrating, even though we predicted it, even Joe Junior Kanye predicted it and everyone else. They're not going to be running around happy about it because it hurts. In January, you're going to be sitting and watching other countries play the AFCON. For me, that's bleak. For me, I would have loved to be in Cameroon with these guys, gallivanting, speaking French, broken French in Cameroon in January, but we're not going to be able to go there. I would have loved for you to have someone to cheer in Cameroon in January, but that's not going to happen now. I think the best thing that's going to happen is that we'll watch Lyle Foster in the Olympics. Other than that, we'll be folding our arms watching AFCON at home. iDiskiTV.co.za, iDiskiTV on Facebook as well, wsb.co.za. Thank you very much for watching us.